One of the one of the things I had to learn how to do by myself was, as a man, I had to learn how to shave my face. And now, ironically, I'm going to talk about shaving, but I'm not shaved yet for the week. But this is something that I had a hard time with growing up. My dad wasn't around when I was learning how to shave at that age, and so I'm not kidding you. It took me about an hour and a half to shave my face for the very first time with a razor blade, with with one of these, with a razor. And I was terrified. I thought I was gonna slit my throat and bleed out and all of these crazy things. And I mean, it's really strictly because I had nobody to show me how to do it. And so I thought, why not take the time to talk about the things that I've learned for what am I, I'm 41 now. I don't know, the 25, 30 years, I don't know, 25 years, whatever it is, the, the length of time that I have been shaving and what I've learned, what I've picked up, and even some of the things that I've come across in those years, and how I've learned how to treat my skin and my beard and my face better. Take better good. Take better care of my face and of my beard, and my skin. So, this is not the be all end all. There's some great things online to look at as well. I remember the first time I read in depth about how to shave and the different products and the other things that are available. I had no idea. And I remember I was reading a GQ magazine, and I was just blown away by the amount of other things that are out there other than your shaving lotion and your aftershave, and how awful it is to remember the Home Alone, the classic scene where he slaps on the aftershave. There's a reason he's screaming. It's because it hurts. And so, who knew? And through that, over the years, I've been trying different methods and different things, and some things I still haven't tried that I want to try. But the reason I want to do this now is so that I can help maybe some people out there, maybe young guys, if you're starting to learn how to shave. Now, this is based on a man. I can't speak for a woman. I don't know anything about those kinds of things and what products they use, and this is about men shaving their face. Let's just clear that up. So if I could be a help to anybody out there, that's incredible. That's all I really want to do, because that's something I didn't have when I was growing up. The other thing I will say is that clearly I am of the Caucasian persuasion, and as you can see, maybe not in this video if my hair is short, but my hair is straight. And so there's obviously a dramatic difference when you are a man. Let's say if you're a black man, because if you have tight curly hair, and it coils back into your skin, whereas my hair grows straight and doesn't curl back into my skin. And so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. And obviously I can't speak from that perspective, but I have over the years heard the stories from a lot of my friends, and even some of the things I'll refer to. Specifically, I think there's a guy online on YouTube actually that talks about this kind of thing as a black man and how he struggled. And his channel on YouTube is Larry the Barber. And although it's quite detailed and he talks a lot, it's very detailed as far as the steps go and what he did to relieve his issue. There's another channel on there I came across, Easy Blade Razor Products. I think that's the name of the channel. Forgive me if that's wrong, but I'll try and link it in the description. But he too goes into great detail about preparation and the right products and the right tools in order to not irritate the skin. So again, this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, but this is just some of the things that I've learned over the years as I've shaved and now grown into a beard. And so just wanted to share some of those things. So let's do that.
From the Mind of a Man presents Shaving Tips.
So the first thing you want to do is you want to prepare your face properly. You want to prepare your skin, your facial hair to meet a razor blade. And it's very important that your preparation is done well. I remember hearing a friend one time tell me that all they did was splash water on their face and use a razor. No shaving gel, no cream, no lotion, no nothing. just water and a razor. Even before I got into all of this, before I was shaving it all the time, even then I thought this was years ago, I still thought that was crazy, just to put a blade on your skin, and oh man, the pain, the agony. But over the years, you know, I've learned that preparation is key. And so a lot of people will actually suggest that you would go into take a shower, a hot shower first before you shave. Now, being the practical person that I am, my problem with that is that when you come out of the shower, the mirror is all foggy and you can't see nothing. Now, I don't know if there's fog-proof mirrors or any of that kind of stuff, but that's just been my dilemma with it. So I shave before I go in the shower. So what I do is I use water on my face as well. And I know a lot of people would suggest also using a hot towel. This is why when you go into the barber shop or any place like that, they use hot towels on your face. And the reason is because your pores need to be open. And what this does is it loosens up your hair. So if your pore is tight and your hair is sticking out, what this does is it opens up the pore, makes the holes a little bit bigger in your skin, and it just prepares for less irritation, prepares your hairs, and it also softens your hair as well to be ready to meet the razor blade. So people use a hot towel. I myself just use water first, and so what I'll do is I'll just use some lukewarm water on my face, and then I'll warm it up a little bit, make it a little bit hotter, and then do it maybe 3 or 4 times till I get basically hot water that's I can't put on my skin until it's too hot. And then that way I know my face, my pores are open and ready. You try your best not to shave in like a freezing cold bathroom, something like that. The second thing when you're talking about preparing your skin is some sort of, I guess it's a lubricant, but you want to use oil. Especially, this was some of the videos that I looked into as well when like Larry the Barber, for example, was talking about with black men, like the oil on your skin. What this does is, for all men, is obviously a protection between your skin and the razor blade. And again, it's just a layer. That layer causes a barrier, and so that the raw blade, the raw steel the raw metal is not touching your skin. This is a crucial thing too. You don't want to use alcohol, anything alcohol based. Even your cream, your lotion, your shaving gel, whatever, you don't want it to be alcohol based, which a lot of the big box places are. The name brand places are alcohol based, so you want to avoid that because alcohol burns the skin and it irritates it. And again, this is just from my personal experience. So what you want to do is you want to use something that's oil based, that is, even in the creams and lotions, whatever, you want it to have an oil base, and that way it provides less friction. The oil doesn't, usually they use stuff like sunflower oil or avocado oil or anything like that, and it does not irritate the skin, and that's before shaving. What I like to do, and what I'm using right now, I'm trying this, a sensitive skin. This is from Nivea Men. It is a shaving gel. It's a cooling one, non-alcohol based. Don't mind that. I'm just dropping my stuff that I'm going to use for this video. Yeah, so it's non-alcohol based. It doesn't burn the skin when it goes on. It cools, it soothes and soothes. It cools and soothes the skin. And again, it's just about preparing the beard to meet a razor. And I'm using these products because these are the things that I can afford right now. I can't afford some of the more expensive products and things like that, but I just have started recently starting to create my own oils and stuff, which we'll talk about later. I prefer to use the creams and those kinds of things. If I have to use a gel, this is the one I'm going with right now. Previously, I was using the Dove Men product line. It was a great product, had no complaints about it, but I just wanted to continue to try and experiment and do different things. So that's what I'm using when I shave.
Hey folks, since I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, I have no idea why I can't load this full video. I realize that it's a little bit long, so I guess I gotta chop it up into 2 parts. So make sure you check out part 2 of this video, Shaving Tips 101.